Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Meydan Racecourse here on Thursday. It is February the 1st, 2018. I'm going to look at all the races on today's program from Meydan, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. We have 7 races on tap for tonight's card from Meydan, so let's get on to it, starting off with the first race. It's for the Arabian horses. The first race, it's the Group 1 Al Maktoum Challenge, going for a purse of $70,000. Which for 5-year-olds and upwards, purebred Arabians. Field of 8 horses going the 2,200 meter trip or a mile and 3/8 on the dirt surface. My top pick in this race, I like the number 1 horse, Paddy's Day. I'm going to go 175 in the tricast or the trifecta. 175 tricast trifecta, top pick number 1, Paddy's Day. 2-1 here, Pat Dobbs is on this Doug Watson trained 7-year-old horse by Burning Sand. You know, he made his Meydan debut last time out. They came on the 11th of January in round 1 of the challenge, 1,600 meters, 1 mile from a wide posture from the 13 barrier. This horse won by a neck that day and had a very good running style that day. You want to be Meydan is a very speed favoring course, the dirt course. Not El Sheba was too, to a point, but this is even more speed favoring. But this horse sat close to the lead that day, got the lead from the top of the lane, and then took off with another horse that day, but he had his neck out in front at the end. He had a very nice victory at the end. You know, an all-around great Meydan debut. Before that, he ran the 10th of November at Abu Dhabi in their big Group 1 races, 1,600 meters, 1 mile on their turf course. This horse finished 13th by 23 lengths that day, and really weakened out of it around the far turn. He was done 4 furlongs from the wire, or about 800 meters that day. You know, it just wasn't his day to win. And then a week earlier at Abu Dhabi's turf course, in a conditions race, 600 meters, 1 mile, his horse finished 8th by 7.5 lengths. Again, the best he got was a few lengths off the leaders that day, and then he just kind of hit the wall. It wasn't his day to win. Before that, he was running here in the United States in on the Arabian circuit. He ran at Churchill in the end of September in a big Grade 1 race they had going a mile 16th. He did finish 3rd by 2 lengths that day, and he just tracked the leaders that day. Closed up a little bit at the end, couldn't catch the winner, but he ran a decent 3rd place finish. And then before that, in another 1,600 meter, 1 mile at Monmouth Arabian race, his horse won by 5.5 lengths. Just stalked that day, got the lead, and then took off to clear. Monmouth is a very speed favoring race course, very similar to well, not similar in size, but you know, in tactics. You want to sit closer at Monmouth, similar to here Meydan, but I do think he should really like this race course here today. I think he should make it 2 in a row. This race does not look nearly as tough as round 1. So to recap my bets for the first race from Meydan here on this Thursday evening, it's the Group 1 Al Maktoum Challenge round 2 for the Arabians. I'm going to go with the 1 horse Paddy's Day. I'm going to go 175 in the tricast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 2 from Meydan. The second race, it's the Group 2 Al Rashida, sponsored by Jebel Ali Port. It's a Group 2 race going for a purse of $200,000. This is the co-feature of the night. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses traveling the 1,800 meter trip or 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf course. Very nice race here. This race always comes up good in years past. My top pick in this year's running, I like the number 4 horse, Bravo Zolo. I'm going to go 4-7-1 in the tricast, or the trifecta. 4-7-1 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 4, Bravo Zolo. 4-1 Godolphin Doan. Charlie Appleby trained. William Buick gets the leg up. Most recently, this horse ran on the 11th of January, so day 1 of the carnival here at Meydan. 1,400 meters, 7 furlongs and a handicap. This horse finished 2nd by 1.5 lengths. Had 2 disadvantages at the post. This horse had 13 barrier, had the high weight of 130 pounds. You know, this horse just really couldn't get a good closing kick. I believe his stablemate, Dubai, who won that day, just ran a little bit of a better race. Dubai is actually running later on in the card and the feature of the night. But this horse, you know, I think today from an inside barrier poster from the 4-hole, decent weight of 126 pounds, I do think this horse run a little bit of a better race second off. Start before the 4th of November, I came at Newmarket, 600 meters, 1 mile listed stakes. That was closing weekend. This horse won by a neck that day, took all advantage of the rolling mile that day, and this horse just won all out. Very nice victory that day. And then also it was the horse's first start since 10th of April. I came in France at Maison Lafitte, 1800 meters, mile and eighth listed stakes. Horse finished fourth by 6 3/4 lengths. Really just wasn't his day to win. Again, another high weight race, and he just never was really there. He started here at Meydan a few times last year. Once on the 23rd of February, in a handicap 7 furlongs. Horse finished second by neck, closing up well, and he won his Meydan debut last year very nicely. Going away. 4-1. I know it's not the best price, but I think you're going to have to take it here, so watch out for this horse. So to recap my bets for the second from Meydan, it's the Group 2, Al Rashida. Gonna go with the 4 horse, Bravo Zolo. I'm gonna go 4-7-1 in the TriCast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 3 from Meydan. Third race is the Jafaza Handicap. Handicap going for a purse of $160,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 15 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the Meydan turf course. Top pick in this race, I like the number 8 horse here, number 8 Jordan Sport. I'm going to go 8-2-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 8-2-3 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 8 Jordan Sport. 4-1 Gérald Massé is on this 5-year-old gunner by Dubawi. Most recently, his horse had to start the 25th of January, so last Thursday here at Meydan. 5 furlongs, 1,000 meters in a handicap. His horse finished second by a neck that day. This horse just sat off the leaders that day. He closed up well at the end. He just missed, but it was a major improvement off his start before, which came the 11th of January here at Meydan. 1,000 meters, 5 furlongs and a handicap. Horse finished 5th by 2.5 lengths behind Ertrajal, who again just ran a great race. He's a great sprinter. He's probably the best sprinter right now in the UAE. But this horse had a wide post draw, and he just wasn't handicapped right that day. He was just too overpowered. This race, he has a good handicap of 121 pounds he's carrying, good post draw, and, these horses are very similar to him, and he should run a very good race. That January the 11th race was his first start since the 7th of October. That came at Red Car, 7 furlongs listed stakes. Horse finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths. That race, it was a field of 9 horses, very good field of 9 horses. Gelada won, who ran a great race, who won. This horse just really weakened out of it, wasn't getting a piece of it, and then an Ascot in mid-September in a handicap. He finished 4th. Whack round wasn't really to his liking. This is a horse that will like firm, or very firm ground. He'll get it today, and I think he should run a big one, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the third from Meydan, it's the Jafaza Handicap. Gonna go with the 8 horse Jordan Sport. Gonna go 8-2-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 4 from Meydan. The 4th race, it's the Meydan Rashid Handicap. A handicap going for a purse of $135,000. It's 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses going the 1,600 meter trip or 1 mile on the dirt. Top pick in this race, I like the number 2 horse, Boynton. I'm gonna go 2-1-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 2-1-3 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 2, Boynton. 2-1 Godolphin Doan. Charlie Appleby trained. William Buick gets the leg up. I know this horse is the favorite. You're going to see a little shorter price horses win early on in the card from Meydan, so wait for the longer priced horses at the end of the race, at the end of the card. But this Boynton, he's run okay as of late, but I do think a switch of surface really helped this one. He's bred to go on dirt, I think. But most recently, his horse had to start the 18th of November. That came at Langfield, 2,000 meters, a mile and a quarter on listed stakes. Horse finished 7th by 7 3/4 lengths. If you don't have a low post draw, you don't really do good at Langfield. Wide post draw, quick run into the turn. He just really wasn't there, really weakened out of it. It just throw that race out. Start before the 4th November at Newmarket, yielding ground, mile and a quarter listed stakes. He ran a decent 3rd place finish by 1 1/4 lengths that day. He closed up a little bit at the end. He ran better than his next start. And then before that, the 12th of October at Chelmsford, a mile and a quarter condition stakes. First start since July of 2016. He had a decent 2nd place finish by half length, was closing up well. He just missed. It was a great race for the horse's first start in 14 months. As a 2-year-old, he was running at, in the tougher races. He ran the Vintage Stakes at Goodwood in 2016, where he finished 3rd, and won the Superlative Stakes in July of 2016 at Newmarket very nicely by 3/4 of length. I do think the miles or 1,600 meter trip should be up this horse's alley. Good post draw. He should run a big one, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 4th from Meydan, it's the Meydan Rashid Handicap. Gonna go with the 2 horse of Boynton. I'm gonna go 2-1-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 5 from Meydan. Fifth race, it's the featured race on the program. It's the Group 2 Fahidi Fort Stakes, sponsored by DP World UAE Region. It's a Group 2 race going for a purse of $250,000. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards, fielding 9 horses, tackling the 1,400-meter trip or 7 furlongs on the grass, the turf course. Top pick in this race, I like the number 5 horse here, Dream Castle. I'm going to go 528 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 528 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 5, Dream Castle. At odds of 6-1 here. This 4-year-old colt by Frankel. First thing when I think of Frankel, I think of a miler. He's getting close to a mile here this one today, and I do think this horse run a big one. Another Godolphin Doe and Sabin Soar trained one. Pat Cosgrove gets the leg up. Most recently, this horse had to start the 18th of January, so last or 2 Thursdays ago now, made on 1 mile in the handicap or 16 meters in the handicap. This horse finished out by 7.5 lengths. Why Postra took a lot out of him that day. He just never really showed up. He didn't get really a lot of urging also, so maybe they were saving the horse for this race. I think this race, lower weight of 126 pounds, good Postra. I do think this horse will run a major improvement of a race. 6-1 is a great odds on this horse. He'll be getting a lot of money from me. To make some of the money back we lost at Gulfstream on Saturday. But, I think second off, he should really run well. Start before the 3rd of September in Turkey. Couldn't find a replay for this race, but it was called the Group 2 International Top K Trophy, and this horse finished second by a length. And according to the running lines, he had a wide trip. He ran okay in the final few stages of the race. But like I said, couldn't really find a replay for that race. But I did find a replay for his race before in the Lennox Stakes at Goodwood. 7 furlongs, 1,400 meters, August 1st. This horse finished 7 by 1.5 lengths that day. And, the ground was good that day, rated good, but I think it was on the softer side of good. He really didn't get a piece of it. He's a horse that will really like firm ground, which he's going to get today. Before that, he finished 5th in the Jersey Stakes at Royal Ascot. But before that, I have to say, he did have a decent 5th place finish in the 2,000 Guineas at Newmarket in early May behind Churchill. He did close up a little bit at the end, wasn't a half race that day, and then the Group 2-3 JT Greenham Stakes at Newbury in late April of last year. This horse finished second in that race. Again, he closed up well. He just missed, but it wasn't a half bad run. I think firm ground here today. Second off layoff, low weight. Good post draw, 6-1. He'll be getting a lot of money from me here today. He's my best bet of the card, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 5th from Meydan, it's the Group 2 Fahidi Fort Stakes. Going to go with the number 5 horse, Dream Castle. I'm going to go 528 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 6 from Meydan. The 6th race, it's the Mina Rashid Marina Handicap. Handicap going for a purse of $125,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 10 horses, tackling the distance of ground of 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the dirt. Top pick in this race, I like the number 6 horse here, Rodani. I backed this horse a few weeks ago, and, he ran okay, but I think today he'll run a little bit better. I'm going to go 6-7-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 6-7-3 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 6, Rodani. 7-1, 4-year-old gelding by exchange rate. Sylvester de Sousa gets the leg up on the Simon Christopher trained 4-year-old gelding by exchange rate. Most recently, this horse had to start the 18th of January here at Meydan, 1 mile, 600 meters, and just a handicap. This horse finished 3rd by 6 3/4 lengths, and he just really couldn't get a good closing kick. He was with the leaders early on, but he just needed that extra kick. He didn't get it that day. I do think second off the layoff, he should run a lot better. I have to say, he did handle the dirt, well for his first time on it. But it was his first start since the 29th of August. Came at Ripon, 1 mile in a condition stakes. It was the lowest race he went to in quite a while, but he won by 1 3/4 lengths, destroyed the field that day, and all around an easy victory. It was only 4 horses. Before that, he ran a tough 11th in the Group 3 Hampton Court at Royal Ascot. Tough race. He just really never showed up. Tougher horses. And then in late May, one of my favorite fixtures at Sandown, 1 mile listed stakes. Horse finished 5th by 9 1/4 lengths. Another really tough race. Horse really never get a good closing kick. His best race in 2017, I think, was a 2nd place finish at the Craven meeting at Newmarket. April 19th, 7 furlongs listed handicap. This horse finished 2nd by 2 3/4 lengths, 131 pounds he's carrying. He closed up a little bit at the end. It was a better race than I think his victory at Ripon last year. But he didn't have the best of 2017s. His 2018 race at Meydan was one of would have beat all the 2017 races. But if we go back to his 2016 races as a 2-year-old, he ran incredibly well. He actually started his career undefeated. He won his first 4, but then he fell off the wagon really in the autumn stakes in Newmarket, and then finished 14th here in America in the British Cup Juvenile at Santa Anita. After that he never really recovered, but I think his last race was a good sign of something's good's going to come. And at 7-1, I think something really good is going to come with this one, so watch out for him. So to recount my bets for the 6th from Meydan, it's the Mina Rashid Marina handicap. Gonna go with the 6-horse Rodani. Gonna go 6-7-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 7 from Meydan, the 7th race, the finale on the program from Meydan. It is the Hamdad bin Mohammed Cruz Terminal Handicap. Handicap going for a purse of $125,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. This handicap fielded a dozen horses, 12 horses, tackling the 2,400-meter trip, or 1 mile and 1/2 on the grass, so 1 lap around the ginormous turf course. Top pick in this race, I like the Godolphin better have a good night because I have them a few times. They usually do well here at Meydan, but my top pick, I like the 3-horse Gold Star. I'm going to go 3-11-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 3-11-1 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 3, Gold Star, 2-1. Christoph Simeon is on the Saeed bin Suur trained 4-year-old colt by Nathaniel. Most recently, his horse had to start the 11th of January, so opening night of the carnival here at Meydan. Mile and a half, 2,400 meters in a handicap. His horse finished second by a nose that day. He closed up well at the end. For his first start in quite a while, he ran well. I think with, again, firm ground, he's getting a little bit more weight of 128 pounds opposed to the 117 which he carried last time out. I don't think that should be a problem. I do think he should really do well second off the layoff. He's a horse that, when he likes firm ground. He doesn't like wet ground. So just keep that in mind. Before that 13th of October at York, good to soft ground, a mile 3/4 in the handicap. Horse finished 13th by 48 lengths. Really never showed up. Was well out of it early on, and just walked into the line. It wasn't his day to win. Before that, the 9th of September, Wolverhampton, mile and a half and a handicap. We went down to that handicap. He won by 3 3/4 lengths. Had a very easy victory that day. He had a good running style for sitting closer, which you need at Wolverhampton. And then maiden handicap at Newbury, mile and a half, August 19th. Wide poster. Didn't affect his horse again that day. Won by 3 lengths. Had a great victory. If you throw out that York race on that softish ground, he's run pretty nice. Like I said, I think firm ground here today. He should run well. 2-1. I know it's not the best price, but you're going to have to take it, so watch out for him. So to recount my bets for the 7th from Meydan, it's the Hamdan bin Mohammed Cruz Terminal Handicap. Going to go with the 3-horse Gold Star. Going to go 3-11-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.